Hello food fans, going to have a big lunch today. This is a Red Baron pizza and this is about 17 ounces. It's a big meal, but it's the kind of meal I can actually eat in one serving. It has the brick oven crust, the cheese trio pizza. We will also have a salad, and the salad in this case will be from Walmart. This is coleslaw. And we probably will have a secret dessert, so let's get started. And it looks good and it smells good and it's still plenty hot. I will slide it over this way. And this is a brick oven pizza from Red Baron. I like the Red Baron's pizzas. I'm going to start on the coleslaw though, give the pizza a chance to cool off just a tiny bit. Here's the coleslaw. And the coleslaw, as I mentioned, came from Walmart. And I'll get a spoon for the slaw. Hope all is going well for you. The cold weather, snow, has gone away for a while at least. But it did make it nearly impossible to drive anywhere. It was a small snow for people who might be in South Dakota who are used to heavy snowfalls that block the highways, but in the Nashville area it is a major inconvenience, and several people lost their lives because of the inclement weather. Coleslaw is delicious. I have that just about every day, either coleslaw or a cabbage salad. And while we're eating our pizza, I might talk a little bit about SAG-AFTRA. SAG-AFTRA, Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. I've been with SAG for more than 40 years. I know a little bit about union productions versus non-union productions of movies and TV shows. And let me tear this apart here. Where did I put the knife? I lost it already. That's not it. But we'll get along without the knife, because I have my trusty spoon. And Red Baron has good tasting pizzas, and they're just about the right size for someone who has a big appetite. This is 17 ounces, and I usually don't get any toppings for the pizza. I eat it just with the cheese and the sauce. There it is. Not the neatest job in the world, but it will still taste good, I am certain. Very, very tasty. I like the crust. I call it a brick oven crust. And it cooked up really dark on the bottom, which is the way I like it. The Screen Actors Guild, AFTRA, is the union in the United States for people who want to work in motion pictures or television. with a union contract. I got into AFTRA when it was a union that was not connected to SAG. And I got into SAG when it was the only union that protected actors and movie extras in the production of films in the United States. When I got in to Screen Actors Guild, the initiation fee was $300. That was back 1979 or 1980. And I got in for half price on the initiation fee. So I got in for $150 initiation fee. And that was because I already belonged to AFTRA, and they were considered to be a sister union. Nowadays, the yearly fee for a union membership in SAG-AFTRA is about $230. This pizza is good. Cheese is good. And Screen Actors Guild AFTRA does help members who are just joining, who can't afford to pay it, the initiation fee, the moment they're first working in a movie. The union will set up some sort of a payment plan for people who can't afford to pay it all up front. And the difference between a union production and a non-union production is quite great. If you work on a union production, you'll make much more money. You'll have much more protection of safety requirements and just general advantages here and there that the Screen Actors Guild has that non-union productions do not have. One of the advantages that I was lucky enough to get belonging to Screen Actors Guild and working a lot I got my Screen Actors Guild retirement pension, which reminds me taxes are due pretty soon. This is so good. I hope your area of the world has had good weather and is having good weather now. And the snow will probably be gone by tomorrow. We had a 7-inch snowfall, which was a record for this area. I'll have to get this Red Baron pizza more often. This tastes quite delicious. if you live in some small town in the United States, all the information I'm giving about union union membership, all the information I'm giving about the membership in Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA applies to the United States. I'm sure they have unions and guilds in other countries. Pizza, first quarter of the pizza is just about gone. Root beer time, 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 root beer time. This is Barks, B-A-R-Q-S. Got this at Walmart. Quite good. The next quarter of a slice of pizza. Pizza is pretty tough, which is the way I like it. Also, it's not too thick a crust or not too thin. If you live in a small town and you want to get into a union like Screen Actors Guild or AFTRA, which is now one big union, chances are your state and possibly a nearby big city would have a film commission. Look it up in your online search. Whatever state you're in, for example, if you're in Indiana, just look up Indiana Film Commission, look up Indianapolis Film Commission. If you don't know what agency is doing the hiring of extras for movies, just call your film commission and ask them what company in my area handles the registration and hiring of extras. Good pizza. We are going to have several days of rain beginning today. This is a very good low-cost pizza. And by low cost, I mean it's under $5. More root beer. I feel fine. I'm getting older and arthritis slows me down a bit. I'm fortunate not to have arthritis in my hands.
The sauce, the cheese, and the crust are all good on this pizza.
Apparently 3 kinds of cheese. When they hire extras for a movie scene, they hire the union extras first. And if they need more extras, they hire non-union. Now, I think you have to have 3 days of working in the motion picture industry as an extra to apply for membership. But read the print, the small print or the medium-sized print at Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA, I think it's .org, and find out what the latest initiation fee, membership dues, and so on are at any given time. They can change and be increased or decreased. What happens when you're an actor, if you do a scene and they put the scene in the movie, then the movie later is shown on television. If you're a union actor, you're eligible for some royalty payments, residual payments, I should say, not royalties. So even after you've done the scene, a year later you might still be making money on that scene in that movie if it's being shown on TV. There are some shows I've worked on where I've received residual income more than 20 years later. The money is good. If you get on the right show at the right time, doing the right thing, you might get lucky enough to get on a sitcom that's shown in reruns, and you get paid every time it's shown. The formula for how a person, an actor, is paid for doing a scene. By the way, for movie extras, the pay is one time only. You don't get residual pay for background work, although it can happen if you get on a show and they decide to upgrade you to a speaking part or a part that is covered by an actor's agreement. This is good. So what have you been doing? That sounds interesting.
root beer and pizza. Sometimes the pay for a background actor is greater over a period of 1 year than it would be for an actor if the actor does not get a lot of work and the movie extra gets lots of movie scenes. Here are a few of my SAG-AFTRA cards from years gone by. I get about 2 of these a year. They have, I think, twice a year payments due. I am fortunate to have my dues paid automatically because of my age and the number of years I've been in the Screen Actors Guild. What's your favorite food? Pizza is definitely one of my favorites. I see the knife I was hunting for. I don't know how movies are doing now as far as creating blockbuster type money making series of movies. A TV series episode when I was working in the movies had a budget of about $600,000. Seinfeld was the exception. Their top four actor stars were each receiving $1 million per episode. Other people who work in the movie industry, not just actors, there are other technical and creative forces behind the cameras that share in the revenue. like writers' share of residual income, and directors. This pizza's disappearing fast. They do make movies in every state now. It's not just a California thing or a New York thing. Musicians are usually chosen from the field of extras that are available on a movie lot or movie set. And by that I don't mean that the director or producer will ask people, do you play a musical instrument, and give them a contract and they do the theme song for the TV series or whatever. What I mean is, if they're doing a scene where a bunch of musicians are walking into a room, they will ask casting to send certain types of musicians, and quite often with their instrument, and sometimes it works into a scene where they're used to look like they're playing a song of some sort. It's common for a movie extra to belong to Screen Actors Guild, because that's the guild that represents screen extras. And that same movie extra or actor might very well belong to the Musicians Union. Stunt people are very special. They do some dangerous things that are supposedly not dangerous, but they sure look scary. Usually the directors know people who do stunts, people who play music. After you've been on the lot, the movie studio, for 10 or 15 years, people usually know what your talents are. It is common for movie extras of today to become the actor stars of tomorrow. James Dean was an extra. You see him in the movie Sailor Beware. Almost done with the pizza. Coleslaw goes well with pizza. They also have groups of people who have what is known as precision driving skills. They can make cars race down streets, turn sideways, and slide into a parking space and do other things. Red Baron Pizza gets a A+ rating here. They still have some good low-cost food at the supermarkets. Costs about probably half as much to have a fast food meal if you get your supplies at a supermarket like Walmart or Kroger, Aldi. Couple more bites, we'll be done with this pizza. And now it's time for the secret dessert, which today is pie. Cherry pie. Open up the cherry pie here. This also came from Walmart. And we'll do a taste test. I have a cherry tree where I get cherries every year. I don't know how they can manage to sell these pies for 84 cents. They are good. The pie is delicious, and I thank you very much for watching.